All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for our second game here tonight. And we didn't have to reach too far to figure out what teams we were going to be playing here tonight, as Chat Disabled is going to be running it back. They just ended up getting kind of stomped, I'm not going to lie, by the #1 team here in Div C in the Greek squad in a 3-0 sweep. And now they're going to be going up against Bronze Baddies. And Bronze Baddies is currently sitting 0-1 on the record, and now Chat Disabled is now 0-2. So someone's going to be getting a win here tonight, Skull.
Woohoo! Free win. Everyone celebrate. Free win.
That's the hope here. Hey, I got my prediction right on the first one. I'm currently 1-0 in predictions. And I did bet against my own team, right? Which, I'm not going to lie, I kind of expected that. And you know what? Greek squad, they delivered. They're really damn good at the game. It's hard to argue in that one. But now it's going to be a whole different story here, as we're going to be moving over, looking at the stats. And again, take it with a grain of salt, because we do now have Chat Disabled sitting at 0-2, and then obviously Bronze and Baddies sitting at 0-1. They did go to Game 5 in their first match here. So now the question is going to be, Chat Disabled, this is, in my, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last time that a team played back-to-back on stream, they went like 0-6, or they won like one individual game. But either way, it was not pretty. And unfortunately, Chat Disabled seems to be on that same path.
Yeah, I cannot think of, well, I mean, obviously I can think of things, but there's not a whole lot of things that I would put ahead of playing, not playing 2 series back to back. That sucks.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation.
I mean,
there's a reason I never wanted to do it. I know there's a couple times that it would have lined up, but I'm like, heck no, not happening. But regardless, we have, like I said, 2 different teams to focus on here, and that is going to be looking at this Bronze Baddie squad. And I'm not going to lie, the name that stands out for both of us is going to be Sharkbite, right? This man has been waiting in the wings for 8 seasons to play in this league, and he starts out his career with 0.2 goals per game. What are we doing, Shark? You made me wait 8 seasons, begging us to play, and that's what you do in your first official game? That's what you do? I expected better out of this so-called freestyler. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what can happen here. But Bronze Baddies, like I said, going to be taking on the winless Chat Disabled. Someone's going to be getting a win here. And looking at the stats of Bronze Baddies, what are we seeing the standouts besides the 0.2 goals a game from their captain in Sharkbite?
I'm seeing a hard carry by Bepper. I mean,
that's hard not to disagree with that one fully.
A goal a game on 40% shooting is nuts.
You're not wrong.
Also seen a lot of demos. A lot of demos.
Hard
not. I shouldn't say a lot, but a good amount of demos.
Just inviting all these people. Dang, inviting Sharkbite to a party. I haven't done that in like 5 years. That's crazy. Straight up. I'm not kidding, bro. Anyway, look at this Chat Disabled squad again. Take this with a grain of salt, because they did just play their series and they kind of got whooped. And I can tell you right now that Big Dig, he played really, really well. He was the one definitely scoring the goals. And Frosty and Futago definitely struggling. Futago specifically, again, little rough on the defensive side. That would be interesting to see what is going to happen here. And hopefully, Chat Disabled can get a win here, as personally, predictions-wise, I do have my own team, Chat Disabled, taking the win here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Rudy Gobert at the free throw line. First one's always a loss, but the second one is just money every time. Because I mean, I'm gonna cheer for Shark just because it's Shark, and I know he's been waiting for his time to shine in this league. But I did also put my money on Chat Disabled, but that was mostly just for the payout. So
that's
it
fair.
is what it is.
Hey, I got faith in these boys. All right, this time I'm hoping it's gonna work out well. Again, they had their time to warm up. They had some time. They had about 20 minutes in between to figure some stuff out. So hopefully they will. I assume you didn't watch the series, but the biggest thing was whenever the ball was in the air on defense, there was almost always a double commit and a very, very poor clear. Most of the goals that this Chat Disabled team just gave up were just poor clears that were pretty much tap-ins for the other team. So if they can take some 50s, get some good clears, and get some solid rotation defensively, I genuinely think they'll be okay. But again, we'll have to wait and see here. But do you have an individual game
It's easier said than
prediction
done.
by chance?
I'm gonna take. I'll go with my bet, or what I put my boost on. I'll take chat disabled in 5.
All right. Just looking. I'm also really hoping chat disabled in 5. Because the other game isn't supposed to start till like 10:15. But also I really want Gato's Kittens to get a win, dude. I'm 0-6. I'm 0-6 to start the season. All right. This is ridiculous. I was so confident on
That's tough.
all of my teams. I'm not gonna lie. Of my 2 Div C teams, on paper, I do have this chat disabled team, unfortunately, as my lower ranked team. However, just can I get a win, please, please, please don't make Kato Kittens 0-7, dude. It's gonna be so rough.
Shark, don't throw. Kato doesn't deserve it.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
Kato doesn't deserve it, Shark. Just go ham. Don't throw.
All right, let me make sure everyone is good to go. You guys have just a couple more minutes of predictions. Make sure you guys are getting them in right now. So far, it is 71% in favor of Bronze Baddies, which I'm not going to lie, it's for people who just watched the series, it's got to be hard to root for chat disabled. I don't blame you guys. But again, they were in fact going against the #1 team in Greek squad. So we'll have to see what happens here. Hopefully, like I said, chat disabled can bounce back. I have them going game 5. You have him going game 5, and both of us have chat disabled taking the win here. We'll have to see if Sharkbite can bounce back. And hey, if he scores 2 goals all series, that's an improvement from last game. But the question, like you said, is going to be Dr. Pepper. Can he reproduce his 1.2 goals per game? We're just waiting for everyone to say good to go, and then we'll be getting into this one. But I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't want to go 0-7. I'm a little depressed on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was doing so good on my teams, like talking to people, figuring everything out. Nope. It ain't happening here. But hey, shout out Div A team.
Everyone knows Kato's team doesn't make land.
Shout out Div A team. The feels backflip to let up the goal with like 10 seconds left in game 5. That one hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I got a personal DM from that player saying they're sorry. I appreciate that. Hopefully they're gonna be making it up for this next one, because I need to win. Please, I need to ride off into the sunset just a 2%.
Accountability, that's all that matters.
Hey, try my best here. But again, got a long season to go. Again, if all 5 of my teams make land, I do have a special punishment that I'm working out with the teams on what that's going to be. So it's up to them if they want to do it. But we'll have to see. Sounds like everyone's good to go. But, okay, now we're finally getting someone else here. I said everyone good to go, and I got 1 single response. I'm going to send it, and if they complain, well, they can figure it out. So, but either way, we are going to be getting into this one. Hopefully, game 5. I am so excited genuinely to see Sharkbite play. I have not seen him play in an actual, like, competitive match in years. So, this is going to be a fun one here, as we're going to be getting into our second game here. And let me just do a lot of work real quick. And 3, 2, 1, boom. There is a gameplay for you guys. Bronze Baddies taking on Chat Disabled here. And again, hopefully we go game 5. We'll have to figure out what's going to be happening here. But again, Sharkbite taking his pitch on stream for me is it's a sight that I'm happy to see.
Shark's team auto loses because Shark is doing the dreaded purple car on orange side tech, so he auto loses. Yup, auto loss. Shark, you did it to yourself, buddy. I'm sorry. That's just what happens when you try to be cool, try to be different.
So here's the thing that's interesting, right?
There's certain unwritten rules you don't break.
So Chat Disabled, they took the lead in all 3 games last series, like instantly, and then proceeded to give up a lot of goals. But they're really, really good at taking the lead. So we'll just have to see what happens here. But I love getting that early lead. But I do fully agree with you. The purple car on the orange side is pretty cringe. I will admit though, rocking the V1 decal, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually rocking a V1 shirt today. Shout out them giving away free shirts at Worlds and then getting told they can't do it and still giving away free shirts. We love you guys. Rest in peace, V1, my favorite or probably of all time. But regardless, Hutago, Big Dig, and Frosty Nick looking good here as the first minute goes by. And again, Bronze Baddies, they are not sitting 2-0. I need to update record. And I do have to ask though. I don't know. Have you played the Shark at all in the last God knows how long? Any time frame at all?
Pretty sure I played with him 2-ish years ago. 2 and some change. I think we were just
let's go
messing around. I think we're just messing around in threes if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's been a long time.
Hey,
I do remember him saying, like, either I DM'd him or Tyler DM'd him and was like, "Holy crap, you're actually allowed to play." And he was like, "Yeah, I actually have to put hours into this game again." So
hey, that's why we ranked him so low. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. If he had been like in the first season of DCRL, if he was an emergency sub, he was rocking Div A. And then next, 2, 3, 4 seasons, he probably would have dropped the Div B. Nowadays, season 8, he's dropping all the way to Div C. And I better see a better performance instead of 0.2 goals per game, or I'm dropping his ass to Div D.
Oh no, Div Shark has to run Div D. Oh no.
Okay, no, we said that about him in Div C. Like, genuinely, like, in my head, again, I have not seen this kid play for years. Again, this man used to actually be pretty solid at the game. And he has said himself, he is, in fact, certified washed. I'll have to see how much of that is true here back when it was Sharkbutt and not Ryan. If you know, you know. But regardless, we are seeing a great start here out of Chat Disabled. But again, it is the defensive mistakes last game that were causing such turmoil for this Chat Disabled squad. So if they can clean that up and be better defensive in the rotations, I really do think Chat Disabled will take this series. But as we're seeing Frosty Nick being super aggressive, Potago getting free shots on the backboard. Do we see Big Dick jump for this one? We do, but almost an own goal. But Frosty Nick not able to turn that one in. Bronze Baddies surviving just by the skin of their teeth.
We call that lockdown defense, Shark. Lockdown defense. And now they got the offensive pressure. Shark does one out and inside right corner. We called his name. We asked for it. We wanted it. Everyone in chat wanted it. Slotted top right.
Shark play, rocking that one. Top titty, upper 90s, ladies and gentlemen. Getting the lead, cut in half for Bronze Baddies, finding the first one on the game. And again, if he scores one more goal, or if the Bronze Baddies doesn't go to 5, Sharkbite will in fact improve his goal participation in these series. Is that Futago finding a good touch downfield though. 0 boost to work with. That was one of the keys last series is them not being able to find really anything on the field here. We're going to see Chat Disabled now in this first game again with a minute 45 left on this clock. Can they get something going? Can they close out a game and get their first individual game win of the night?
Missed by Bepper in the midfield. Boyd coming up, trying to throw it on net. He's looking for a pass. He goes for the shot. He goes for the pop. A nice save by Big Dig though. Now Sharkbite hitting it to the corner. Frosty Nick reads it really well. Bepper going for a big clear. He doesn't get it. Frosty Nick, good collection. Can he beat out Shark? He almost does. That was a good 50. Dig goes. Doesn't end up going. Fatago goes as well. That shot's not on either. Now Bepper going up towards the wall. Frosty Nick trying to play 50. He does get the best of it. Can he get one on Buit too? He does. That goes off the ceiling. Straight up and down. Shark there to try to cut it off. This ball's still dangerous though. That's a really interesting 50 bump play thing that just happened. Buit goes off the backboard to clear it out. This ball runs into the mid. Frosty Nick's still on it. He goes into the corner because he get one on net. He does kind of get one towards net, but Shark patiently waiting in the net there for the shot.
Chance here going downfield. Big Dig, the sidewall. He was the one putting the ball in the back of the net last series. Sharkbite is up. He's being mechy, trying to find a purpose. That is a perfect pass to Buit, and he puts it in. And Sharkbite, being the mechanical maestro, muscling the ball through for Bronze Baddies to tie up the series.
That looked like a freestyle to me.
I think it's a freestyle. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty damn good assist.
Stat sheet. That one's worth 2 on the stat sheet.
I love to see that. Chat Disabled though going up 2 early and then dropping 2 unanswered goals. 30 seconds left with Dr. Beppa trying to push this one through. The question is going to be, does Bronze Baddies find 3 unanswered? Do we go to OT, or does Chat Disabled find something in regulation? That was an open net. Unfortunately, Frosty not able to find it. We did also see a double commit here. Futago with a free shot, and again, not able to find that one. Frosty Nick trying to buy some time. Big Dig is sitting in third. This is a free shot for him. 1v1 Shark, and it finds the back of the net. Big Dig with 8 seconds left. Chat Disabled just needs to hold on and close out game 1.
That was a lot of shots at the post, and that was a lot of missed saves. Holy, everyone was just jumping for joy.
Well. Oh, please, God, no.
Oh,
Please,
no.
God, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Tyler, kickoff? You could take the man out of Div C, but you can't take the kickoff out of Div C, I guess. That's crazy.
Tyler, I know you're in chat right now. Did you? I don't know if he did something. It's the aura or something, but like, boys, if you lose this one,
oh my God!
No, we're fine.
That
We're
would have
fine.
been.
We're fine. We're fine.
That would have been
fine.
the craziest 2-goal swing in 10 seconds ever. A kickoff goal into 0-second double tap. Are you kidding me?
We're fine, boys.
Oh.
We're fine. Okay, we need to get an OT goal. It's fine. I don't need a Dr. Pepper ridiculous double tap. Why is no one back on defense? Why is no one back on defense? We are not leaving Futago back in a 2v1. We is up early. I am actually getting terrified right now. Boys, you just got to put the ball in the back of the net. We've got all 6 camps. We've got all 6 reactions here. I need to find a game 1 win. Bronze Baddies, though, are going to have the first chance here. The ball is up early. That is a clear whiff from 1. Shark Bite beats that one. Bui throws this one downfield. Shark Bite already hunting demos. This is going to get dangerous. The ball floats very, very high. Bepper with a miss. Is anyone there to boom it downfield? Shark Bite, that's going to be on target, and it goes in. Shark Bite finding just an inch in the bottom corner of the goal, and that's all he needs to take game 1.
First off, that looked pretty middle post on my screen. I don't know how that bounced in. Second off, you heard K-Tool say it first, boys. Sometimes all you need is an inch. That inch is very important. Sometimes that's all you need. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
We had it. We had it, boys. We had it. It was there. Oh my God, my heart. That 0-second double tap. I'm not gonna lie. I was freaking out a little bit there. But what a game 1. Back and forth. Again, Bronze Baddies going down 2-0. Fighting back to get it tied. I thought Chat Disabled had it, and they decided, hey, what if we just like threw and gave the biggest Tyler kickoff with 6 seconds left, going into OT, and then somehow Shark finds an impossible angle here, going into OT. What are we doing here?
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've been discussing this a long time in this league. You know, K2 bets on your team when you're on stream. Everyone just goes in uprage in chat. Everyone's mad. We have officially found something worse. And yes, the luck does transfer over. Honestly, Chat Disable, this is nothing against you guys. I think all of this goes to Whirl. This was his idea to have owners. Go just spam his DMs and blame him for having K2 be your owner. He condemned you guys to a very rough season. Not saying you can't get around it, but the odds are definitely stacked against you.
You're not wrong in this situation here. I'm so sorry about the K-Tool casting first. It's a thing. People have to live by it. People have to die by it. And unfortunately, you guys might have to be on the... But with that being said, they really looked good in game 1. And hopefully they can repeat that here in game 2. I am looking again at Frosty Nick. Slot in the back post. I am really genuinely looking at Futago. I think the biggest thing is going to be if he can get involved, if he can be that first man and just disrupt a little bit more and not have some of these mistakes on defense. Because again, one thing that you'll see is whenever the ball is in the air on defense for Chat Disabled, you will almost always see a double commit. And unfortunately, Bronze Baddies game 1 wasn't able to made like a big advantage of it. But against last game, against Greek Quad, it was every single time they were taking advantage of it. So I want to see what's going to be happening here, but what I do know is that Nick's probably going to bang this one downfield, which he does, and that's a big demo here. But I will say, though, Shark Bite in game 1 honestly looked really, really impressive.
Yeah, it's crazy what happens when you have more than like 4 hours past 2 years.
I love that. That is going to be an opening goal here.
Frosty Nick.
That is going to be an opening goal.
Hey, this is...
Okay, real quick, I just have to say, as you know, what Dubs in chat. No. I offered my coaching to this Chat Disabled team. I asked them if they wanted help today, and they said, and I quote, Nah, we got it. Trust, coach. We'll be good kittens. Right now, they're sitting at 0-4 on the night on game win. All right. I offered help. It didn't go great. So, you know what? We'll see what happens here. Hopefully, they can get a dub and shut me up. I'd be very, very okay with that. But right now, Bronze Baddies, again, find themselves again down in game 1. This is exactly what happened last time with this chat disabled squad, is they went up 1-0 in both games 1 and game 2, but then unfortunately ended up dropping both of those games.
Yeah, Buit throws one on Pepper, looking for demos. Can't find one. That was a good shot on. Shark throws one mid. Buit does go. A big 50. Shark turns. Another big bump. Is anyone there? We see 2 go. A double miss, and Shark throws it bottom right. Just an absolute mess in front of net. A big 50, a massive bump, a double commit, a double whip, and Shark just turns around and goes, oh, hey, look, a ball.
Hey, do you remember when I said when the ball's in the air on defense in front of chat disabled's net? Do you remember what I said happens? What happened last game? It's that. It was that for 3 games. That was what I had to witness, unfortunately, from them. It's just poor mistouches and touches just not going their way, but we might have a counterattack here as Big Dig not able to find that first one on target here. Frutago gonna be taking his time here. Again, they had the lead in game 1. They found the lead early in game 2, but again, it gave up both of them. Chance here for them to get a touchdown defensive. This might be a little scary for Brasi and Nick. Counterattack is on Sharkbite, though. That is such a good touch to relieve pressure and buy time for his teammates to get boost.
Yeah, and I mean that's just the difference that Shark makes. You know, he's not the crazy mechanical self that he once was, but the game knowledge never leaves you. He knows how to make those just random touches that just mess with the team, and that's the difference that he brings to the squad.
Chance here. This one is dangerous. Buit, this one is going to drop down. Buit with the whiff and 1. Dr. Pepper with the slow roller, and Dr. Pepper 0 boost as the ball just drops on down. Brasinek not able to find the touch here. I think he had to wait in line and see if Buit was going to get the touch. Unfortunately, he wasn't getting that read. And again, Brasinek and the goal line saves here just on the side of Chat Disable, just in such a tough situation here. It's Bronze Baddies again getting 2 unanswered goals. They might be finding a kickoff goal here as Sharkbite is going to whip that one. Thankfully, not going down 3-1 here. But still, Chat Disable, they find a good early goal, but after that, they just can't seem to find the back of the net.
Shark with a big boom mid. He's trying to put the nail in the coffin here. Can he get a pass out mid? He does not. It's saved by Dig. Pepper throwing it back into the corner. Can he get another touch? He does not either. Frutago on 0 boost. Buit tries to jump it, doesn't get it, but Shark with full boost, he'll take care of it. So you go for the 50 on the wall. He opts to leave it. Buit's going to turn here. A big 50 in mid coming. And a demo actually happened. I was like, what the hell happened? There's no one there. A demo happened. Pepper throwing it out mid. Frutago throwing one on. That one actually is on net. Buit needs to make a crazy save, and he does not. A beautiful, beautiful shot and great vision by Frutago.
I love to see that Frutago full boost just ripping that one. You see Buit just in such an awkward spot. Almost gets back to that. Ends up doing a little bit of a double tap there off of the crossbar. And that is going to be a 2-2 game with 1:08 left. Again, we did see a Tyler kickoff last game. Hopefully, keyword hopefully, we don't see another one of those happening here. But Chat Disabled, again, this was about the time with 30 seconds left that they did find the 3rd goal to go up in the series. The question is, are they going to be doing that same one? As it seems a lot of these goals are going to be giving up freebies here. As Big Day with a good line save. Frosty Nick only able to put that one to the sidewall. And again, a lot of it has to do with just these big clears from Chat Disabled just don't seem to have as much oomph as they want them to have. Oh, that's a freebie, though. That's a freebie chance.
This one's free. Oh.
Both you and I were just looking for it, just seeing who was going to hit that one. Fortunate double tap indeed is Big Dig. Throws this one to the sidewall. That is going to be a clear whiff from Buit. Sharkbite now comes in, trying to be a little mechy. Drops this off the sidewall. Frosty Nick with the whiff and 1. Frutago's awkward. Big Dig on the goal, and it's Big Dig with the save, and he is. 10 seconds left. Overtime is looming. Buit with the whip. Sharkbite with the whiff. Everyone's missing. Dr. Peppa is back with 0. This might be a 0-second goal here. Frutago with the touch, and no, we go overtime back-to-back here in games 1 and 2.
Absolutely love to see it. This is a free ball for Pepper, though. Can he get the touch? That is so high to be a crazy angle. He opts to leave it, and Buit throws one right at the dome of Frosty Nick, and he cannot make the save. 7 seconds. That's all you need. you doing, K-Tool?
I need another person.
I second that.
Oh, it's so close. They played so good until they didn't. And it was obviously an incredibly difficult read to try to get off the backboard there with how fast. Again, Buit had an unbelievably good touch there to just force a very difficult read. And then again, on the goal line, right? Frosty Nick, there's almost nothing he can do in the situation. Just point blank shot, low boost. He just has to kind of jump and pray in the situation. So Chat Disabled is currently 0 for 5 on individual games tonight. They are hoping to not get double swept here. They need to now reverse sweep again. Question is, are they going to be able to do it? They could not do it last time. They could not find an individual game win. But against this bronze baddie squad, I think they are playing better. But again, it still has to do. Oh, look, we've seen this before. Chat Disabled take an early goal lead. This is crazy. Guess what's going to happen in 30 seconds? They'll give up another goal. That's just what happens. Ah!
You know, K-Tool, maybe this is why your teams are combined 0-6, okay? I mean,
they score too early.
For God's sakes, have some faith. Have some faith in your team. I mean, Jesus. You made the bed, now sleep in it, goddammit. I'm sick and tired of this negative talk. Oh. God. It's okay, boys. I believe in you, unlike your owner.
my channel points speak for me. I went all in on my channel points on these boys. Hopefully they'll be able to provide some much needed nourishment for this poor old disabled man here. Futago. That's actually such a good touch off the sidewall here. Sharkbite though, going to be hitting this one high here. Is Big Dig. Not able to find the touch here. Dr. Peppa off the sidewall. Frosty Nick now trying to get a touch over one. It does drop mid. Futago out to one. Sharkbite. A little bit of an interesting pop. Futago should take over. Tries to get a pop over one. But again, you're noticing Bronze Baddies is doing such a good job of always getting just the slightest touch and not allowing these free clears and free passes from Chat Disabled.
Yeah, no, they are doing a really good job at controlling the game, controlling the pace, making it how they want to play it. Just those little awkward touches that make them slow down and just make the game a totally different style of game. And they're playing really good at that. See Pepper going off the side. No one's going to touch it. Shark comes screaming in. He gets first touch and full boost. Do we see a crazy Becky plays? He go for the flip. He does not. He's going for the weird double tap angle, and he finds it. Hold on, boys. He might not be washed anymore. Shark might be back.
That is a ridiculous read, straight down, reading that off the ground and still going top corner from like a foot out. Sharkbite getting a tie game again. This man has been so good from that left wall specifically, setting up his team with Buit finding extra touches, Dr. Pepper finding extra touches, Buit almost getting a top corner for that one. Sharkbite getting stopped at the goal line, but again, Sharkbite has done such a good job of setting up these great offensive opportunities, whether through his flip resets, his double jabs, or just sheer solo plays. He has the reason there, finding the back of the net, and Buit, again, within 30 seconds, is going to be doubling up the goals on their side, and the lead, again, is going back to Bronze Baddies.
Yeah, I mean, this is, from the sounds of it, this is the way that the last series went, and, I mean, this is just kind of the way this series has went, too. An early lead, they're playing really well, and now that is a great read from Pepper. Holy, that ball was... I don't think you guys realize how fast that ball is moving. That is an insane read from Pepper.
Hard to argue on that one. He had a great read with how fast the ball was ripping off of the sidewall. Again, kickoff goals. They are doing a great job of capitalizing on it. Again, they now have both of kickoff goals, one being a Tyler kickoff, and obviously with that one was Ever getting a great read off the sidewall. So now suddenly Chat Disabled, they go up 1-0 again in the first 30 seconds. And then 3 unanswered goals back to back to back. They have their work cut out for them. Again, with 3 minutes left. It might be 4. Shark, though, unfortunately, not able to make it 4. Chat Disabled is going to be thanking their lucky stars right now. Still not out of the woods yet. You got to wonder, Chat Disabled, it needs to be now. You cannot give time for Bronze Baddies to find the back of the net 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean... You're up 2 games, or I mean, I'll put this in the other direction. You're down 2 games and you're down 2 goals on series point here. At some point, you just gotta say screw it and just start sending everybody. Switch something up, play the complete opposite style of how you've been playing. You gotta do something.
Chance here, ball does go mid. Futago is up early. It's going to be going a little awkward for Dr. Pepper. Can't find the first touch. Pinch does go their way. Frosty Nick has to drop back. Big Dig getting a good 50-on-1. Ball does go up dangerously, but no one from the side of Chat Disabled was there. You can see Futago and Frosty Nick in opposite corners. No one able to go up for that ball early.
So this ball going over in the corner. It's a free ball for Bweed. He's going to be met by Big Dig in the corner. Dig does get the best, but he had a good dribble, but he lost it on his car. Just going a little bit too fast. Bweed, that's a really good pass out to mid, out to Shark. But unfortunately, the third not there. And the Shark going up the wall. They have to respect it. They don't know he's on 0 boost. And he does force the 50 into the corner. Futago popping it back out into mid.
Was that it?
He does get a shot on. He gets demoed by Pepper, but he finds the back corner. What a great shot from Futago, Ryan Fitzpatrick style.
Futago just finding that one. I'm not surprised that that one's going to eke in. You can see how early Dr. Pepper was trying to go and find that touch here. And again, Chat Disabled. They're slowly working their way back here with 1:25 left here. Bronze Baddies, again, they did a great job getting 3 goals back to back to back. But the question is going to be, are they able to close this one out? Again, game 3 is going to be the hardest here. Chat Disabled, oh, it's so close. They're Big Dig not able to find that touch here. Shark Bite, 0 boost. No one challenging super early here. Futago now going to be going off the sidewall. Touch is going to go mid. Frosty Nick leaving this one for Big Dig. That one is going to slowly trickle here. Chance here. Frosty Nick, and that one's going to pinch all the way to the other side of the field. And the clock keeps on ticking against Chat Disabled.
They need to go. It is officially go time. Less than a minute. They need to start with the save. Lucky they don't actually need it. Actually, now they do. A miss by Pepper. A shot on. A save by Futago. Pepper throwing that one mid. Does he get another touch? He does not. Dig throwing it. Bweed had to play. He didn't know which person to play. But Shark's going to take it into the corner here. Frosty Nick popping it out. Can he get a pass down? Bweed kind of gets a pass down. But Dig not there in time for it. Or in place for it. Bweed going back. He does get a 50. Is that one just in? Can Frosty Nick get back? He does. Throws a corner, but he is on 0. He needs a good challenge from Dig. He doesn't get one. Frosty just has to pop it out in the mid. Shark Bite throwing it back. He thought he was giving it to his teammate. It was an open net, but it's a miss. And now Bweed throws it out. Another 50. Save coming in. They just got to hold on as the clock is less than 10 seconds. They need a shot here. Dig throwing it up the wall. This is going to be the last ditch effort. Can he throw a shot on? He does. Did he get the double tap? He does not. A series and a night of missed opportunities for Chat Disabled. That is unfortunate for them.
Well, Chat Disabled is going to be finding the win here. And JK, oh, yeah, they can't win, and we're 0-6. I'm depressed now, but it's fine. Either way, Bronze Baddies getting a 3-0 sweep here, and they're going to be getting their first win of the season. Unfortunately, Chat Disabled is going to be dropping to 0-3, and unfortunately, K-Chose Kittens is dropping to 0-7 on the season so far, which is not the best. That's not the worst. It could be worse, right? Right, Skull? Tell me, please. It could be worse. Right?
Yeah. No,
we
could be worse.
We could have gotten swept every single game, right?
You could have gotten perfect swept every single series.
See, positivity, boys. We're looking for positive results here. And right now, we are looking to get. Right now, we're looking to get these boys into the channel here. We got one person waiting for the other two to join the waiting room here. We'll see if these boys can figure it out. Shark's never done this before, so I don't know if we're waiting on Shark. If you're still in the game, if you want to,
give him some time. Give him some time.
We'll see. We'll see if they can figure it out. You know what? We'll bring Bweet in here. We'll see if your teammates, Dr. Pepper. There we go. Now they're working their way in here. We're just wondering, Shark, since you've never actually done this before, you've never done this. So first of all, congratulations, Shark, on your first ever DCRL win. It's been 8 seasons in the making. I love that for you. And massive
time coming for the man.
Massive congratulations, my good sir. Shark, I'm not gonna lie. You're looking a little less washed than I was expecting. What's going on here? Are you playing the game or what?
No.
I don't know. At least he's honest. At least he's honest.
No, I got like, I don't know, I have like 6 past 2, something like that. I don't know.
Hey, I said 4. I think I said 4 past 2 years at some point during the match. So that is better. That is better.
I have 10 past 2. We're in double digits, man.
Oh crap!
I love that. No, you were looking
Shout
really
out.
good. You had a lot of goals. Again, you had a flip reset assist. You had the crazy double tap read off the ground from a foot away from the goal that somehow still went upper 90. Go figure. But no, honestly, you guys look really, really good. I am kind of curious. Dr. Beppa, specifically, we have someone asking you a question in the chat. PKD Yeet asking, how does it feel to finally beat Futago? The student has beaten the teacher.
Well, so we had a tournament last Saturday, right? I lost to him, so hey, it feels good to get the get back.
Get back indeed. And unfortunately, like I said, you guys are going to be beating my team again. Kato's Kittens is now 0-7. So, but the fact that Chat Disabled unfortunately went 0-6 on the night, 0-3, 0-3 is definitely a little bit of a hit to the mental. But I'm kind of curious. Did you guys know going into this series that they had just gotten swept on stream at all?
I was watching.
No, I didn't.
I was
wasn't
watching.
watching.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys like watched it all and been like, "Hey guys, they did XYZ. Maybe we should do XYZ," or if you guys are just like, we're just gonna play the game and figure it out. So, but whatever you did, clearly it worked. I'm kind of curious. Then Buit, going to you. You've been playing this league for a little bit. You've had a fair bit of success. I'm kind of curious. Playing with Shark and Beppa. What's so different about this team? You think that's gonna hopefully lead to some success this season for you guys?
It's hard to say. We haven't played that together that much yet. Probably played 2 sessions before this.
Yeah,
So
that sounds about right.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. But
I love that.
hard to say.
Skull, what do you got for these boys besides Americans asking you to rate Travis out of 10?
No, give me 5,000 boost, and maybe I will.
Yeah, I'm broke, so I can't even ask.
Well,
at this point.
actually, that's a really good segue. That's exactly what I was going to ask. Not exactly, but I was going to ask Travis. Did Americans DM have any effect on your double tap?
No, I saw he just said "dude" halfway through the series, and I was like, I don't know what that is. I gotta lock back in because I need to play good because I have not been playing that good, and these two have been carrying me.
He sent me the screenshot. He DM'd Travis in the middle of the series and just said, "Dude, where's my super mechie clip? That's the only reason why I'm watching." And then he sent that to me right after Travis hit the double tap. So I don't know what when you sent it, but
he said that, and then after I hit that, he just said thanks.
Oh, what a great guy!
Hey, you guys are doing good, but okay, I am curious, Shark. The question that has to be asked: you sat on the sideline for 7 seasons, probably just subconsciously getting pissed at me that every time, "Hey, Shark, can you play?" "Yeah, I can." "All right, well, piss off. We don't need you anymore." For 7 seasons, this man has sat on the sidelines, and finally, the 8th time is the charm. You finally got to play. I am actually genuinely curious. What was your reaction when I actually told you, you can finally play in the league?
I was like, I apply or I filled out the form, right?
Yeah.
The sign-ups, and I was like, not gonna happen. What would make it different, 7 times in a row. This guy's not gonna change his tune at all.
Let's go for 8.
And then you just sent a GIF, and it just says "it is time," and that's when I was like, oh shit.
Oh god, I need to download Rocket League now. Shit. Do I tell his kids who haven't played in 2 years? Oops. But hey, we did have that happen from a player. Fun fact, they signed up for the league. Man. Fun fact, we had a player sign up that hadn't downloaded Rocket League yet for 2 years. He used to be Diamond, quit. Long story short, ended up coming back playing. But regardless, again, Shark, I am so happy. I'm so proud of you finally coming back and finally being able to get a win here. And yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to continue some success here. Again, massive congratulations. And hopefully this will be start of a great run for you guys.
Yeah, I got the best teammates I could possibly ask for. Buit, literally the second recoming of Monkey Moon. Dude does not miss, right? Dr. Bepper, Torment. What more could I ask for? Dude's a goat in the net. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I see you even dropping the sub for 48 months. That's not too bad. Just hitting the 4-year mark, which is actually insane. You are, I think you're genuinely like third or fourth of like all time for like consistency. So we really do appreciate the support on that one. But all right, Dr. Pepper.
I have another question.
Go ahead.
Shark, how does it feel to know that you have given $240 directly to the pocket of Alex Catula?
Well, it better not be going to his pocket.
Trust me, buddy. I've seen the finances. You, sir, just bought him a new pair of headphones.
He's been embezzling.
He's been taking your money specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be it for tonight, boys. Appreciate everyone who's tuned in. We gotta go. I got nothing here, but no, honestly, it obviously does mean a lot. Dude, it's been actually kind of crazy the amount of support we've had this season. I know we're kind of keeping you guys long, but you know what? The other match isn't supposed to start till like 10:15, so we got a little bit of time to kill here. But I am kind of curious.
I got something to say. Can I say something?
Ed, you be my guest.
Futago better come in with the excitement during the last series. You know, he did just get 0-6, but hey.
Hey, I did ask him if he wants to cast still. I can confirm he said he'll do it. So he is gonna cast after getting 0-6, and you know for sure. I gotta grill him a little bit, right? I gotta give him a little bit of shit. You know, I asked, need any help? He's like, nah, I got it. 0-6, boys. What are we doing here? So we'll figure that out. We will, we'll do maybe a little interrogation on stream here. Futago, I'm sorry, but you know, it might be coming your way. But regardless, Bronze Baddies, again, congratulations on getting your first win of the season. Shark, I am genuinely really, really glad you could play. I do feel bad that you've missed out on the last 7 seasons. But hey, you got there eventually, and now you just need to win and make LAN, and I promise you, I will make it worth you waiting the entire 4 years or whatever it is. But appreciate you guys, and hopefully you guys can get some more dubs, and we'll see you guys very, very soon.
Peace.
All right, as we see them slowly work their way out of here, and unfortunately, Skull, I think you're correct. I think there is in fact a hard caster curse with my teams here. It hasn't
a caster curse. It's an owner curse.
It hasn't gone great. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. If you were to flip a coin, you think you'd have something. But yeah, it's been a little rough here. But hey, Kato's Kittens is now sitting 0-7. Which, hey, you know what? I don't know if that record's ever going to be beaten. And if it is, I really have some questions for you. Got one. But again, hey, both of us got the one prediction wrong. Sitting 1-1 right now in the night. I thought just Chat Disable would put up a little more of a fight. Which again, they are 3 for 3 on getting early goals. Right? We mentioned that. That's something I mentioned they did the last series as well. If I had to bet on a team scoring within the first 20-30 seconds, Chat Disabled all day, every day. But you know what? Shark's a little more mechy than I thought he was going to be. I'm not going to lie. And he did a really good job of setting up some offensive pressure from his team.
Yeah. Shout out Shark. Shout out the boys. They played really well.
Now, with that being said, we're going to be bringing Futago, onto this next one. Is there any specific questions, you're wanting me to ask him or talk about that he just got, 0-6 on stream? He just got 6-0 on stream?
I had a question for Frosty Nick. I really wanted to ask. I was really hoping they won. I was gonna ask him how long he's had that decal on, because he's been in the league a long time, and I'm pretty sure he's always rocked that same decal, same Fennec.
So I don't know if you knew this. Little bit of look at the context about Frosty Nick. So there was a NDSU Mario Kart tournament. It was like a weird event that they put on. And Simi and I ended up going to that. Yep. Simi made the grand finals. He actually technically won, but didn't win. It's a whole controversy. We'll get into that at a later date. But regardless, I met Frosty Nick at that event, and we were Rocket League was in one of the rooms or something. I remember talking about he was playing Smash Bros or something. I remember talking about him. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Diamond 1, Diamond 2." I'm like, "You got to get in this league," and we recruited him there on the spot. And he ended up joining up, and he's had a lot of success in the league. So definitely love that he's been here a long, long time. And someone that I'm super, super depressed that I don't see in the chat more is Mr. RSDFS, which is Remzik's brother. And for the first time in 8 seasons, Remzik, our #1 most winningest player of all time, is not playing in DCRL, which is crazy. Granted, he has kind of threatened that he didn't want to play the last like 3 or 4 seasons, but he still came back and then ended up winning like 4 or 5 seasons in a row, whatever it is. At this point, I've kind of lost track. So it is a feels bad, man. It is really a feels bad that he got knocked out of LAN this time. You know, we tried to nerf him over and over and over, and we finally were successful in nerfing him. And maybe he took it too personal, but yeah, definitely missed the Remzik fans in chat and his brother. Yeah, always being there, whether it's 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. Does not matter. But any last questions, Skull, before we go to an intermission and set up for our final game of the night?
I don't think so. No, that's pretty cut clean and dry.
There you go. Well, I appreciate you casting, my good sir, and I'm excited to talk to Futago again. We're gonna have a talk, my good sir. You got some stuff coming here, so appreciate everyone tuning in. We'll be back
Dad's
in
pissed.
We'll be back in 15 minutes for our last match of the night.